Hello everybody, and welcome back to Dredge. So, yesterday we started this. We found ourselves washed up at Greater Morrow, and we found Lesser Morrow, and a couple of little islands surrounding it. We also figured out that everything's not exactly what it seems like here in the lagoon. We have found some crazy aberrations, some mutant fish, as well as some frankly odd things going on with some of the townsfolk. But yeah, so we are going to get back into it today, and we are actually going to head on out to a new location. So, I also did a little looking last night. So apparently the crab pots that I was expecting, if they run out of durability, you don't lose them, and you don't lose the fish that have been caught inside them. So I will be probably a little bit more liberal with the use of crab pots. So if I have crab pots out, I will be using them a lot more. Stuff like that. So yes. So we had the two here. We had this and this. It is late at night. We are going to go ahead and we're going to do a rest. And we're going to go ahead and undock. See you later, guys. We are on our way to a new location. So, what we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and drop one of these here. And as we go out the lagoon, I'm going to drop the second one. But first, we're going to stop off here and talk to the trader. And we're going to sell the doubloons. Okay, so as we go out, we're going to be trying to get new fish and see what we can do. And drop that at 34 feet. And we are actually going to follow to Gale Cliffs. So, this is going to be a little bit of a trip. I'm hoping that it won't be too crazy. Ah, you smell that salt on the sea. Now, knowing what I learned last time, this is extremely quickly. I want to see camera. Spyglass sensitivity. Can we lower that a bit? It seems extremely potent. That's a little better. Those bronze whalers, the mackerels and stuff like that. We're kind of going that direction to that town and everything, so that's our goal. Looks like we might see a... Oh, is that another boat or something? What is that? Looks like a fisher boat like ours, but it's been crashed. We pull up to a wreck with a familiar-looking hull. It's almost identical to the ship given to you by the mayor, except this one has a huge breach in one side. You're tied up alongside the old wreck. Look in the cabin. You're in the cabin. Look at the, check the overhead electrical equipment. Equipment is also here, though surely exposure to the elements has fried the internals. You angle the overhead radio down to get a closer look. A note slips off the top. Put it in your pocket to read later. You're in the cabin. Look in the cupboards and drawers. The cupboards have been completely and methodically emptied. All the drawers are missing. Try to find a loose floorboard. There aren't even any floorboards left. Go back. Check out the cargo. Poke through the cargo hold. A few items remain, not yet lost to the sea. Ah. Weak valve engine. Well. No, don't really want to mess with that. We have a basic fishing pole. I could take them to sell and just not use them. I want to take the scrap, though. Scrap can be used. Scrap can be used and is useful. Oh, I don't think I can actually... Let's go ahead and put that in storage, then. Okay. So, back to the cabin. We'll go to our messages. What did we find in this notes? Deep sky, deep sky, deep. Repeating forever, I think. Casket seal broken, fog core, 5, rise. He knows. Curious. I wonder what all that means. One way or another, we found some interesting stuff there. So certain equipment can't be used specifically. Certain equipment can't be stored specifically on my boat. What was that ding? What was that for? Revolution, come on in. We just started. Got an oceanic perch. Cool. We'll grab a few of these. Looks like there's a note over here. Artifact manifest. See gold? Please come on in. Vessel SY Grand Prize. Owner is Mr. Michael Schultz. Port is Gale Cliffs. Oaken Music Box. Purchased from the antiquarian at Old Marl for a bargain price. Previously salvaged from an undisclosed shipwreck. Has the letter J carved on the underside, otherwise in readable condition. Has not been opened for fear of damaging the mechanism. Pending inspection by locksmith. Wooden mask. Carved wooden tribal mask. Said to bring good luck, fertility, good fortune, good health, fortune, rain, protection from evil spirits. Traded for a pair of socks and a pocket watch chain. 12-piece tea set. Bone china. 6 cup and 6 saucer acquired from an Eastern dealer. Do not use. And a jar of earth contained from a meteor impact site. Allegedly. Huh. Odd. And then we've also found our oceanic perch. It's caught in Gale Cliffs. It is a daytime fish. There's a couple places to be here. That, more than anything, is probably going to be... Show which way I'm pointing, I think it does. We're kind of looking over here, and this looks like a explosive opportunity. Here, let's park over here by these ships and see what's going on here. This looks like somebody's little raft they've got set up here with their own ship and everything.
Ah.
Ahoy there! You're a new face, a fisherman, I take it. Perfect. We can go along. We should get along like a house on fire. Ha ha! I'm a traveler and a merchant, all rolled into one. If you have any fish to sell, I'll take them on board and sell them at the next town I come across. Likewise, I haul a small cargo of equipment between places. We're going to peruse the stock and see if there's anything that takes your fancy. Come and see me when you're ready to trade. Oh. Might be used to dry docks at other ports, but we can make the same upgrades to your ship here in this floating dock. Check it out. So she's kind of, okay. Say, have you met the photographer? She stopped by on my pontoon a little while back. She's loaded up with fancy camera equipment to take pictures of all the wildlife. She sighs wistfully. I wish I had my own camera. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to document everything you do? You'd never forget anything. Anyway, she said she was settling up on a small island in the south of the Morrows. If you're in the area, maybe you could check on her. On the other side of the pontoon, I buy any fish you want to sell. I also check a stock of crab pots here for sale. So she's kind of your all-in-one place, more or less. Most of this gear is super heavy, so I don't offload it at every pontoon, but come aboard and see what equipment we have here for sale. Okay, so we still got a flexible, got a weighted line, da-da-da. I do have stuff in my storage, though. Oh, that's really noisy. Just a tad in my ear. Oh, she has the lights, and she has, miscellaneous. Oh, that's a cheap, oh gosh. Fine metal 500? Holy cow. I'm not getting these bits.
Huh.
Hey again, come by for a chat. What do you know of Gale Cliffs? Well, there's Ingvel, just across the bay, which is a pretty little whaling town. The folks there are always in need of something, which keeps me in business. The residents are always talking about the cliffs. Most seem afraid. Frankly, I'm not sure why they stay. Occasionally, I hear deep rumblings from within the rocks. I don't hang around here for long. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Are you always out on the water? Yeah, always. I like to keep moving along. The merchandising is the merchantine is secondary to the traveling, really. I'm more of a merchantine traveler. I get to see a lot of places, which is nice. I also get to meet a lot of people, which is only sometimes nice. You ever see strange things out at sea? Strange things? Plenty. But I don't try to dwell on them. You could go crazy, you know. But hey, if you're seeing strange things, maybe you're not seeing them the right way. Maybe they're not so strange after all. Or perhaps they are, and they're incredibly dangerous. Better not risk it. You need help with anything? Assistance from an angler? Absolutely. I've been trying to collect records of where each species of fish is located. I figured out most of them on my travels so far, but there are a few I haven't been able to track down. Reckon you could share your info with me? Sure, I can help with that. Great. The fish left to track down are oarfish, gulper eel, Goliath tigerfish, and coelacanth. I know a little about each species already, so maybe I can point you in the right direction. What do you want to know? Tell me about the oarfish. Given that the oarfish has a long and fragile body, I suspect they live in reasonably deep, calm water. Maybe the shelter of Gale Cliffs would suit them? What about the other fish? The gulper eels. I know gulper eels live in the deepest depths imaginable. You'll have to get some specialist gear to catch one of those. The Goliath tigerfish. These guys are legitimately scary. They hunt in murky, swampy water, using the shade of trees as cover. And tell me about coelacanths. Actually, I have no idea where coelacanths might be, but they have a primordial feel to them, don't you think? What about the other fish? Okay, so you told me about all of them. And that's about those rare fish you wanted me to find. Okay, so it's just asking for more of that information. I'll be going now. Okay, so we have a new pursuit, which is searching for catching the rare fish. Awesome. When trawling, pay attention to how deep the water is. Not every type of fish likes deep water. Check your encyclopedia if you're not sure. I would like to sell these to you. And while we're here, let's go ahead and head over to Ingval. We found our tiger mackerel. Aha! We need a tiger mackerel for the roped figure. You wanted a tiger mackerel. I knew that we'd find tiger mackerel somewhere. We found a black sea bass. That's really close to town, holy cow. Ingfell. Ingfell resident. What is it? What can you tell me about the cliffs? Many years ago, the cliffs used to be a haven for smugglers and pirates. Legend tells of 2 pirate lords who used Gale Cliffs as their hideout. Whoop, give me a second here. Supposedly, they got into some disagreement, and a huge battle was fought along the south side of the cliffs. There certainly are a large number of wrecks in that area. Both sides are completely destroyed. Their treasure hoards left abandoned and unclaimed to this day. I dare say they'd be worth a lot if anyone knew where to find them. Do you need help with anything? I've been trying to prepare a special meal for my partner, but I've been having some issues. Around here, we consider aged conger eels to be a particular delicacy. May say they're rotting. They're delicious if prepared correctly. Normally, we bury them in the ground and allow them to mature, but our dog keeps digging them up and eating them. I can't raise the subject without spoiling the surprise. Can you bring me an aged conger eel? Yeah, I can do that. Thank you, you'll be decently compensated. Do you know of any odd characters around these parts? Have you heard the tale of Magrin? He was an old whaler from these parts. As the whales got more scarce, the crews spent longer and longer at sea trying to find them. Magrin, it seems, wasn't cut out for this. He formed an unnatural attachment to a scroll he found in one of these trips. He says the scroll told him to become immortal by eating mutated fish. People started calling him Magrin the Fisherman. One day, the town awoke to find all the boats' nests and lines had been slashed in the night. And old Magrin was nowhere to be found, nor has he been ever since. Where do I sell my fish here? We catch our fish ourselves here, so we don't worry much about, have much need for buying any. But there's a merchant that travels around here. She's usually anchored across the bay. She buys and sells almost anything. She does repairs, too. Where can I find a conger eel? Ah, yes, that'll be tricky to find. I'm told they inhabit the holes and burrows within the cliffs themselves. I bet they've been fished out around the edges, so you may have to venture into the passageways of the cliffs to find them. Oh, did I mention that they only come out at night? Yes, I believe they hide during the day. Good luck. Nothing else.
What is it?
Are there any shipwrecks around here?
The real wreck around here is the settlement of Gale Cliffs. My brother ditched us and moved on over to those cliffs years ago. Suspect he's regretting his decision now, the devil.
Have you heard about any strange things in the area?
Some time ago, just after the last whale was brought in, there was a sudden exodus from Gale Cliffs. Dozens of ships sailed past, packed up and hurrying away north as fast as they could. They were waving and shouting something at us from their boats, but we couldn't make it out. Never did see or hear of them since. Anything else?
What can you tell me about Ingfell?
Ingfell used to be a whaling town, emphasis on the used to be. We would go out, bring in a carcass, and then the rest of town would get to work. But the whales got scarce some 20 years ago, and now look at us, barely scraping by for a new candle.
Well, seems like this place is lousy. Go to my cabin. Pursuits. Okay, so we have to deliver a rotting conger eel. I spoke to an Ingfell resident who specifically wanted a rotting conger eel of all things. She says it's for preparing a meal. Once I catch one, I should be able to hold it onto it for a short while. They start to rot pretty quick out in the sun. Ought to be a few living in the center of Gale Cliffs. So that might be something I might not be able to get to currently. Malaf, please come on in. We are just exploring Gale Cliffs for the first time. Ah, yes, we do have that black sea bass. The dark bands on its flanks help it camouflage, making it a fearsome night predator, if you're a small shrimp. Also known as the rosefish, this brightly colored little fish has sharp, thorny fins. And we also have the tiger mackerel, slightly more substantial than other mackerel species, but harder to catch. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and do a rest, I think, because I can't research anything right now. And I kind of don't want to go out where that giant red whatever was glowing. I'm nervous to go out at night, honestly. I very much am. Even though some fish can only be caught at night, I kind of don't want to go out. Okay, so it is now 6 a.m. We have another place over here. So why don't we go ahead? Let's head over to this little place over here. Ah, there's another explosive here. An old man emerges from one of the nearby broken buildings and hobbles towards you. Oh, greetings. We don't get many visitors around here. What is it that you need? This place doesn't seem safe. Why do you live here? I have been stubbornly holding out here for quite some time. Truth be told, I've been reconsidering my position lately. I've been happy here for so long. My wife and I had such a beautiful life until the collapse. Now I'm alone and cut off by land and sea, left only by these trembling rocks on all sides. I could help you move to Ingfell? It's not that simple. My brother would never... You see, I used to live in Ingfell with my brother. He was a whaler back in the day. Things were bad. We fought a lot. Mostly about how our parents' inheritance should be divided. We were in the prime foolishness of our youth. When my wife and I decided to move here, I took the family crest. I stole it from him. Now, after all this time, I can't return without it. Where is it? That's where the problem lies. After the collapse, that creature, it drags debris from the houses down into its wretched burrows. The crest went down with it. It's a lost cause, I know, but if you were able to find it, it's a large whalebone crest. It would mean the world to me. I'll look for it. Thank you, but please, be careful. Hello again. What can I do for you? What am I supposed to be doing? You were going to keep an eye out for my family crest. It was dragged to the tunnels by that creature. Controls the passageways to the cliffs, but its lair is somewhere towards the center, by the large waterfall. I've marked the area on your map. Perhaps you could look there for it. But if it's too troublesome, don't worry about it. Do you know how I can clear the debris around here? You'd probably need some explosives to shift those rocks. My brother at Ingfell used to make explosives. For the whaling operations, you see. Nasty stuff. But the whale's all gone. I can't imagine he's still in business. Do you know of any shipwrecks around here? Someone that used to live here kept their ship moored at the base of the cliff until it was struck by some fallen rocks and sunk to the bottom. They were devastated by the loss. We all were. It was a beautiful boat, decorated in all manner of memorabilia from their travels. At low tide, I can still see where it's left at the masthead, what's left of the masthead, still poking through the waves. What happened to these cliffs? They're being consumed by the core by that hateful serpent. Have you seen it? Nobody believed me, not until it started devouring our foundations, opening up chasms beneath our homes. It was nightmarish, waking up in the night to the sound of a creature slithering somewhere underneath. It seems to have turned its attention elsewhere, but not before it took everything from me. Tell me more about the creature that lives in the cliffs. It's been burrowing tunnels through the base of the cliffs. You can see the gigantic holes it leaves just below the surface. As it forces its way out, it often causes rock falls. So if you plan on going in there, keep an ear out. Should it catch sight of you, well, you should be able to outrun it. It's quite slow, provided you can navigate the passageways. Almost sounds like a boss. That's unnerving, honestly. Okay, so getting all the way into there. Huh. Well, we have another. Met a hermit living up by the rocks at Gale Cliffs. Everything around him was crumbling down. He fell out with his brother, a whaler at Ingfell, some years ago. If I can repair their relationship, he should be able to move back. Must find the old family crest first. Apparently some creature took it into the cliffs. So let's see. Whoa, what the heck? Twister? Or something. Shapes in the deep. What did I get? Oh, I got a research part. I will happily take that. And I've got a wreck fish. Here, let's go ahead and put it here for a second. It's a 2x3. Oh boy. Let's see if we can make some room for it. We might not be able to. Yeah, it's going to be too big. I'm not going to be able to lift... well, I might. Give me a second here. No. Dagnabbit. Yeah, bigger fish than I can handle. But I did at least catch it. So I now have information on it. Sell the fish. Put that thing in storage. And I really should get a crab cage of some sort. Let's see. This one is 5 days, 4x4. This one is a 3 days, 2 to 3 a day. And it's a 4x4. Let's go ahead and grab this one and throw it out into the lagoon here and use it. Wreckfish. Typically inhabiting caves and shipwrecks, these fish can grow big enough to eat small sharks. That's terrifying. Okay, it is nearly noon. Go and drop the efficient crab pot there. Okay, now I've caught one of these, and we'll sell it.
Oh.
55, that's not bad.
Oh.
I hope you're being careful out there. Seeing your boat sail over puts a smile on my face every time. Oh, that's awfully nice. Rusty outboard, improved outboard motor. What have I got? I've got a peculiar motor. I need wood to get the light stuff finished. This one's done though, so we can change this to be a net. Modifies floor space to also hold nets. So if we do that, now we'll be able to have nets purchasable, I think.
Oh.
Basic trawl net now available in stores. Yep. The simple design will passively catch basic fish when deployed, a wise investment for those who want to explore the oceans. It lasts for a day. So it catches fish for me, basically. Interesting. We won't buy that quite yet. Let's do a little exploring around this area first. So, let's kind of go on the outside of the islands here and see what's going on. This is a new fish. It's gonna be a cod of some sort. Is a black-mouthed salmon. Nice. You've promised to keep Blackmouth and Maz swim before you sleep. Right, tiger mackerel. Now, where did we find the guy who wanted fish? I think it was here. I think it was this spot here, actually. Okay, it's late. Let's head back and get into port. Tomorrow we'll catch a tiger mackerel and we'll take it out to him and get that done. And then we can find out what the next fish he wants. We'll go ahead and stop right here. Sell all the fish. I want to do a research part. We want to research the large crab pot. Yes. Now we can eventually invest into the complex and the massive, and then ultra, whatever, the super crab or whatever it is. Maybe, I don't know. And then we can eventually get into the nets. Okay, interesting. Improved trawl net. Higher quality mesh allows this net to hold more and last longer than its basic counterpart, while still being a great option for passive income. Now, while we're at night and we're close, let's see if we can find ourselves a conger eel. I think she said kind of near the cliffs is where you can find them. Here, let's switch to our spyglass. Oh, hang on. Pile of loose debris. Clearing this would take some strong explosives. Yeah, that's right. Now, if I get into... Oh, okay. That's what those red beams are. It's probably where artifacts are. If I had to guess. All right, give me a second. Black salmon. pull away from there so then I don't have to trigger that times. Sea bass. In the center of Gale Cliffs, so on the inside of the... When I look at the map, take a left here and go underneath the big land arch. No thank you, no thank you. Nope, nope, nope. Whew. Let's rest. I don't know what the flip that was. I kind of don't want to know. Yikes. Okay. Yep, folks, I'm a big old scaredy cat. That is so stinking sensitive. Tackling, please come on in. Oh, there is a... Ah. Okay. We need to catch we need to catch tiger mackerel. That's right. Tiger mackerel. Push on perch. Oh, hang on. What was that? Oh, that's something new. Let's go looking for that. Heck, let's just go over these over the islands over here anyway and see what kind is over here. Because I see one shipwreck. There might be more things over here. This is going to be a new fish. It is a sturgeon. Ah, I've heard of sturgeons. And it is an L-shaped fish. Maybe we can find some wood from this big old ship. A rotting chest peeks out from the skeleton of a wrecked ship. Look inside. Oh, yes. Yes, please. We found a sturgeon, a primitive-looking fish with hard, spiky plates lined up along its back. For those of you who don't know, sturgeon is one of the fish that mainly you can get caviar from. And they're actually very big fish. We'll go ahead and stick a couple oceanic perch in here. Oh, I got a gnashing perch. That thing's terrifying. Eyeless and mindless, driven only by the desire to consume, purpose satiated many times over. Ugh. Creepy. Let's see, there's this tiny little island here, and there's an island over there. Let's take a little peek. These... I think these are bronze whalers. Bronze whaler. Way too big for me to actually handle. So we're going to go ahead and throw it back. Trying to remember where that guy is. I'm pretty sure he's over here. I think this is the island. Well, there's a couple islands that it could be, but I think the photographer might be here at this island here. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. Okay. So we have quests at Ingfell, but we don't really have anything in terms of anything we can really do at the moment. And I'm very nervous to go inside the cliffs themselves at night. Okay, we need to go to our floating dock. And we'll drop one of these pieces of wood in here. Because I want to get another light so I can get one of those big floodlights. That'll make it far easier to be out at night. And the book has been finished. What do we get out of that? 50% resilience to panic. Oh, good. That's good to know. The relaxed mind. We will read this one next. This is a stonefish. Ah, I am familiar with stonefish. Okay, my controller is shaking. I'm trying to figure out why it's shaking. Oh my gosh! Woo! Okay. Yikes. That was the creature. Okay. That made me jump. Yikes. What the flip was that? A stonefish. This miserable-looking creature carries a dangerous amount of venom in its dorsal fins. Handle with care. So the stonefish often sit down on the ocean floor, looking like a rock. And the problem is that the fins there, if you step on them, they have these big spikes in them that are full of venom. So if you step on them, it hurts a lot. Think of it kind of like a stingray in that sense. Fish market. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and feed these to you. And then we need to go to the shipyard and repair some stuff. Do you run aground on rocks or something? We should make some repairs. I can see right through your hull. $60 right there. Which makes me wonder how in the world you fight something like that. Okay. Let's go ahead and sleep for majority of the morning until about 4 or something like that. We're gonna step off while it's still dark. Now, let me pull up my Where is that tiger mackerel that we had? Stonefish. Dredging up for some scrap metal. Blackmouth bass. I want to find the tiger mackerel. We want to handle that. Let's see. Where? Oh, where? Still pretty early. Oh, come on. Can I really not see a black mackerel at place? That's stingray. Black sea bass. I need the tiger mackerel. I swear there was some around here. Oh, right here. Give me a second. I saw something out that way. Oh! Sailfish? Something like that? Not sailfish, but it would be... interesting. Let's head out that way. We can discover another fish. Happy day. Now, where was it? Something that way. Something there. Straight ahead. It is an ocean sunfish, and it is a 3x3 spot. Yikes. It won't even fit anywhere on my boat. Which is such a bummer. Now, there was another fishing spot out here, just right there. We've got ourselves a blackfin tuna. Nice. Blackfish tuna. These popular sport fish can prove challenging to catch. Their strong muscular bodies make for good eating. Are these out in open ocean, I think? Ocean sunfish. Though this giant is the heaviest known bony fish in the world, its slow, unarmored body is vulnerable to sharp teeth and hungry jaws. Okay. Now that we've got our tiger mackerel, let's see if we can make our way over to... Ah, what the heck? Whoa! You gotta be kidding me. Yikes! What the flip was that? This game is just out to get me. Okay, hang on a second. Where are we? Okay, so we actually need to head here. We're gonna dare to be out in the open water. It's late. Okay, give me a second. Where are we now? We're at the islands where I was expecting, so he should be around the corner here, just up on the rocks.
More, still empty.
This is a tiger mackerel. Again, they rip into the flesh of the fish, drawing out its heart. It's consumed as quickly as the first.
Almost fulfilled.
They point to a fish on the final scroll. This one is a snake mackerel, which I have not found. So, I will have to get there eventually. The closest building, or more or less the closest dock, is going to be... snake mackerel. It's probably going to be Black Sonata. Additional panic, I think. Oh. Stone trembles before you. Unknown symbols glow from within. Place your hand on the stone. Sudden chill rushes through the marrow of your bones. Searching up your arm, your neck, a deep vision enters your mind. Dark rocks erupt from the earth, piercing through buildings and trees, through sand and crashing waves, through the basalt pillars of this island. The newborn structures crackle with an unknown energy, crimson lightning arcing between them. The earth shifts once more and the stones lie still. Creepy. We're gonna rest because I need to remove some of the panic. Okay. Now we did that bit, so we're gonna go ahead and head back towards those islands. Though I do want to swing past this island here, so remove that one and picture that one. Picture these rocks over here, that direction. So give me a second here. These are now stale, so they're not going to sell as well. It's a shame. One way or another. Just a basic cod. That is a sailfish. That is a giant fish. Really can't get it there. The relaxed mind. Ah. What do we get from this one? 10% resilience to panic. So have we got 25% resilience to panic? Biggest load of rubbish I've ever read. It goes on and on about breathing exercises and controlling your heart rate, as if that could help me. Strange journey smattering with quotes and wisdoms that promise enlightenment. But towards the end, it becomes a tedious and unrewarding slog, akin to climbing a mountain. An odd remix of relaxation and frustration. Maybe I'll read it again someday. Old rusty chain. That's right. That's the ship that I ran past the first time. Shapes in the deep. Start dredging this. And I get a Ouroboros flag. Ooh. Okay. There's a promise there. Still have not run into our photographer friend. Let's go ahead and remove that marker and place it here. It's going to be that island over here. So I can see some fishing spots, though. Let's go ahead and take a quick look. Oceanic perch, tiger mackerel, like perch. So nothing incredible. Surgeons. This looks like our photographer person, probably. Expedition site. The photographer. Hello. Sorry, but would you step out of the way for a moment? You're in my shot. Move to the side. A few seconds later, the photographer sighs in expiration and mutters to herself. No, this simply won't do. What's the matter? I think if this lens is all wrong, I'll never get a close-up shot of anything like this. And the others, I fear they were lost overboard. Sighs again and looks off to the west. I was sailing from Stellar Basin, you see, squeezing my boat through a narrow gap between two islands, and then crashed into some coral. I thought I heard something in the water behind me, so I dared not stop. If you were able to retrieve the lenses for me... Ah, let me see. Remember just through what few belongings survived the trip. I have a spare camera here that I won't need. You're welcome to it, if you can find those lenses. I'll mark it on your map where I think I lost them. Right there. All right. Well, that's good to know. Another bag of doubloons. What do you know? Let's go on and head our way back. I've got these fish I need to get off my boat, as well as getting ready for another trip. I think tomorrow we'll actually sail around more of Gale Cliffs and see what we can find inwards. If the big fish comes out at night, then we just won't be there at night. Ow! Hey, don't run into those. Help yourself. Need to repair those. Okay, so if it looks like it could damage me, it most likely will. That's annoying. Hey. Fish markets. I'll still buy fish that aren't totally fresh, but if it's completely turned to rot, I can't pay you anything for it. So, and that's okay. $3 to repair that sinew. Still need another board. We'll get there. Okay, let's go into my storage and actually drop this stuff off, so it's not in the way. Because I can always pull back up when we need to, when we get back to wherever we need to go. So, okay, we're gonna rest until dawn, or just about, and we're gonna sail around this island some more. Okay, now, it's still early. It's going to be very early morning. We'll come back and we'll grab our crab cage today. But right now, let's go on into Gale Cliffs. Oh, go around the thing here. Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh. That thing's humongous. It's off, big guy. It's off. Ouch! Forgot to keep going in a certain direction. So he's just kind of actively in this area. That's annoying. Another thing, doubloons. That's fine. I've taken 2 things of damage. I actually should probably get back into... Okay, let's take a look at this. A loose pile of debris. In the gaps between the rocks, you can see it appears to be large white teeth. Okay. Well, looks like we need to find that family crest if we're going to make any progress. So... looks like this is some cloth. Bolt of cloth. Okay, so we're gonna loop back around. Needs repairs. I need to pick up a bunch of stuff. Decorated crab, and they've made all kinds of road. And rock crab. Take all. Can't grab the decorated crab though, which is a shame. Give me a minute here. Let's see if we can reorient things. Make it viable. We might not be able to though. Okay. Absolutely terrifying. Yeah, we're gonna have to lose you. We also have to pick up this crab cage, I think. Can we pick you up? Yes, it's only a two. It's only a one. Okay, let's repair. Because yikes. But we saw what the big beastie is, so kind of nice to know that. I suppose I'm going to say you couldn't avoid the rock that appeared out of nowhere. Yeah, I've heard it all before. Let's get you fixed up. Eaten into my profits, unfortunately. Let's go over to our fishing market. I love the sound of rain against the roof of my cabin. Is there anything better? Okay. So got some money back. Not everything, but some. Storage. All right. Now, go to my cabin, go in the encyclopedia. We found our rock crab, a popular crab for eating. We also found a decorator crab. Having covered itself in detritus, this creature hardly resembles a crab at all. We didn't catch anything else, though, so that's okay. Okay, organize that a little bit more. It's 4 p.m. Let's go ahead and throw our crab cage. Oh, because I didn't repair the crab cage. That's why we're missing an item. Dumb me. Trawl net fraying? Crabs cutting themselves out of your crab pots? Why don't we get them fixed up here? They're all... What is it? I heard you used to make explosives. I did. Sometimes the carcasses needed breaking up. It wasn't the most efficient, or the most pleasant, but it got the job done. I'm thinking about getting back into it. I might be able to rustle up something strong enough to clear those debris piles in the cliffs. But I'm not sure. I don't have the energy these days. I'd have a use for those explosives like that. All right, I'll think on it some more, but I make no promises. Anything else? Okay, so he's gonna think about it. This is clearly about the time, clearly about us getting the crest back. Okay, let's go ahead and rest. Pull out from the dock. Let's go exploring a little bit more. Hey, that looks like some wood. Let's get that. So we can get ourselves new light. Heck yeah. That's more rockfish. That is a message in a bottle. He still refuses to take me aboard when he's working. He is convinced that I will find it dull or that the crew will be crass or otherwise intolerable. Perhaps I'm being overly needy. I know he needs his time alone, but I am so desperately bored at home when he is away. He recently installed some salvaging equipment onto the boat. I think the idea of pulling up treasure is terribly exciting. I must convince him to let me have a go. I think this is our family crest. Family crest. Yes! Now there is this over here. Found a doubloon, just a basic doubloon. Oh, there's our big fish. Campsite. Stand in the center of a campsite. The fire embers are cool, but the ash is still steadily blowing out with the wind. Take a closer look at the campfire. Large flat rock sits atop the charred wood of the campfire. A handful of tiny fish bones can be seen poking out of the ashes. You kick the ashes. Your foot hits something hard at the bottom of the pile. You brush the remnants aside. And you get a research piece. Fabulous. You take it. What do you want to do? Look for footprints. You find no footprints, but unfamiliar symbols have been etched into the dust nearby. Some have been erased with a hasty sweep of a foot. Like the makeshift tent. A tent is a sheet of cloth suspended over some sticks. There's nothing inside, save for a smooth hollow in the dirt where someone slept. Because that's what all that was worth doing. But I have no fish, so we don't need to worry about anything like that. Suits, we're going to show the family relic to the hermit. We're actually going to rest. That big ugly serpent is out there. I'd rather not run into him. And another citrine ring. Citron ring. We'll get a wreckfish. That's another thing of wood. I actually can't fit it anywhere. Which stinks. That's okay. Should be able to go from here. This direction. Hello again. What can I do for you? Is this your family crest? You found it! I never thought I'd see this beauty again. But now, I have a further favor to ask. Would you take this to my brother in Ingfell? Tell him his brother is sorry and would like to come home. I believe I can do that. Let's undock. Let's do this thing. What is it? I believe this crest is yours. Gods, I haven't seen this since... So he did take it. I knew it. Your brother's sorry. Will you let him come home? I don't know if I was in the right state when he left. Okay, fine. He can stay in my old workshop, at least for the time being. But I need some time to clear it out. When I'm doing that, perhaps you can do something for me. See, I've been trying to clear some debris in the pathways near the cliffside to make a shortcut with explosives. I was able to set a charge, but the cliffs seemed particularly unsteady that day, so I didn't risk detonating it. You just need to get in there and set it off. It's not far in. I left some yellow flags nearby. You can't miss it. Anything else? Nope. Okay, so now we know where the explosives are. We saw what looked like teeth. We find out they're not actually teeth. They're flags. Oh, Vortex Decorator. A couple rock crabs. Let's go ahead and take these bad boys. Let's go trigger these explosives. Oh, there he is. Ah. Long fuse trailing from the side. This must be the location the whaler wants cleared for a shortcut. Light the fuse? Yes. You light the fuse, the debris crumbles away. You should let the whaler know. Yeah, that stupid thing came and smacked me. So glad when I can do something about that serpent. Oh, hang on. Your boat sprung her leg. We should fix this. Thank you.
You've done it. We heard the blast from here. Oh, it's the echo. Surprised the cliffs didn't come down on your head. I've got things ready here. Go and tell my brother that he can come home. Good.
Hello again. Your brother forgives you. He's found you a place to stay. He does? That's a huge weight off my chest. One so old I hardly remembered it was there. Right, well, I'm packed and ready to go. Yeah, there's no space for him. Actually, there is. I lie. Hermit climbs aboard with all of his belongings. Let's get you away from here, good friend. Well, here we are. Hermit notices the old whaler standing on the dock, waiting for him.
Little brother, you're home.
I'm so sorry. I was so foolish.
We both were. Come on inside. Let me get your bags.
Two brothers walk away from the dock. One of them pauses for a moment and turns back to you.
Oh, stranger, if you find any more debris that needs clearing, working on making some packed explosives. Come by the old whaling yard sometime. Anytime.
Sweet. Now, we did find a new crab. It's called the Cortex Decorator, and oh my gosh, it looks amazing. Folds of orange tissue tower from its head. Scything limbs administer the structure.
Here, this is all the house for all of your help.
Packed explosives. Hollowed out whale teeth packed with a powdery substance. A fuse coils up to the top.
Hope you can put them to good use, wherever you find cause for it.
And then you could just buy more for 40 bucks. All right. Do a bit of research. Let's do the improved trawl net. Lives for profit. Another achievement. Fantastic. Thanks to the Retired Whaler of Ingfell, I can now carry a small stack of packed explosives very carefully. So everything's repaired. Everything's in good order. Yep. All right. I would like to pay for a halogen spotlight. This will go out. This is 1800 lumen. And it'll go out to 82 feet. As opposed to the 32 feet that I have now. That I've suffered through for quite a while. Pack that up. And sell for 90. Get a little bit of that money back. Wonderful. I think it's time to rest. Okay, we've got one place we can use these explosives. Set the charge and light the fuse. Boom. The debris crumbles away. Sapphire earrings. All right. Rusted music box. Large oak box with a rusted hand crank on the side. It emits a low rhythmic chime as it rocks with the waves. And there we go. We're going to go ahead and we're going to head back to Blackstone Isle and give the man the music box. Dolphins! Oh, that makes him happy. Oh, I can see demon fish here. Disturbed water. Abyssal. Ah, I don't have the equipment for this. You can see red eyes glowing there, so. Starting to get warm in this room. Turn on the fan. So, you've returned. Wasn't sure you were coming back. Drag the massive music box into the room, gouging the wooden floorboards beneath. Lecter doesn't seem to mind. He's focused on the box. You found this at the cliffs, didn't you? Yes. Ah, excellent. This should make future return journeys a little more swift. Allow me. Selects one of the silver ribbons trailing for the crimson bound book, opening it to some unseen page. Turning to catch the dim light, he whispers the words on the page. For a few seconds, you feel your stomach drop suddenly as though thrown high by a wave. He closes the book and turns his attention back to you. Now, there are yet more relics to find. Keep looking. The reef at Stellar Basin may have caught and accumulated some wreckage. Search around that area. Mark a location on your map where you can begin your search. Anything else? The words you read from the book, what did they do to me? Manifest. The use of this word will induce a trance-like state. While in this state, time will pass in the blink of an eye. When it is over, you will find yourself here. As always, a precaution against overusing this. Selectively and strategically utilize it when you need it most. So basically, it's a warp back to this place, more or less. What are you doing with these relics? Why, collecting them, of course. An investment for times to come. Why can't you search for these relics yourself? The oceans no longer wish to cooperate. As the waves are unsafe for me, you will be my surrogate. I'll be going. All right. So he's now marked out that... I'm going to go ahead and remove that. We'll turn that into a... We'll do that. We'll do that one there. There are explosive areas all over in here, so... You throw one there. I needed to throw one there. That's right. Teleport yourself back to where it all began. So, we have some crab cages that we need to check out while we're here. We also have a bunch of stuff we need to sell. So, let us take care of that stuff. Ah, cerebral crab. The painter needed this. We'll pick you all up. I don't have enough room for... Yes, to pick up the crab cage, so it's going to sit there for a minute. That's okay. Good. Sold that off. The painter. What can I do for you today? So you found a scrap of fabric, eh? Let me see. Unique design. Do you want me to attach it now? We're gonna keep the dragon. And then paint the boat. But I do have one of the crabs for you. A cerebral crab. We still need the malignant pincer. I think that's all that we need to do there, actually. We got the cerebral crab. A turquoise mass swells from within this small crab. The growth pulses, glistening in the light of the sun. So, when I look at my stuff now, Okay, there's enough room there for me to pick up the crab cage. We can repair them and toss them back out again. Lighthouse keeper is waiting for you on the docks, looking displeased. I saw you sailing away towards the horizon, across that deep expansion. You really think that's wise? It was fine. Maybe this time, you need to be more careful. Even you, with all your experience, cannot truly know the ocean. Nobody can. Abruptly, she walks away. Her eyes scan the water as she walks along the dock. Some fish prefer deeper water, while others stick to the shallows. If you're looking for something specific, it's important to know what depths you're working with. I have a bunch of fish here for you, my man. Okay. Now, the new hull that we have, we need to look for basically all the materials plus that refined steel that I saw merchant have. And that was expensive. So, gonna have to work our way back to that. Let's see. Let me look at my encyclopedia for a second here. I need to find the crab. The fiddler crab, it's between 0 and 32 feet. It's found in the Maros. When we found the cerebral, it was still in the Maros. So my guess is that the malignant is also in the shallows. So we're going to go ahead and pull out our two crab cages. And we're going to throw them out here in the shallows and hope that we get some luck. Now, let's go out and see if we can find those lenses for the photographer. So then we can get a camera that we can give to the merchant. So. And it's going to be going straight ahead. Oh, while we're here, because we're so close, we can still open up the debris here, I think. But I don't think we have any in our inventory. No, we don't. We'll have to come back to do that. I see what looks like a lighthouse off to the right there. I'm hoping that's the case. It's interesting that they used a kookaburra. Old-timey monkey noises that you heard in movies and stuff like that. It's actually a kookaburra, not a monkey. Collection of cases have washed up against the shore. Some have already split open, else are contents to the waves. Look for the valuables. Aha! I have found the photography equipment. Like I expected. On a goblet. Now it's gotten dark. Now it's gotten really dark. You have the lenses. Oh, I do hope they've not been damaged by the seawater. Takes the case from you and inspects each lens carefully. Seem mostly unharmed. Nothing that some careful polishing can't remedy, at least. As promised, you should take my spare camera. The lens is nothing special. It should allow you to capture some good shots. If you want some advice on locating wildlife in photograph, just say the word. Tell me about large fish. I suspect you're more knowledgeable in this particular area than I am. There are a few shark species around, mostly notable the huge whale shark. I tend to prefer the warmer waters around Stellar Basin. Whale shark, my favorite fish. They're completely harmless, as I'm sure you know, but please do be careful of them. You wouldn't want your propellers causing them any injury. What about mammals? Well, still relatively scarce. I believe a few cetaceans, that's whales and such, can be found in the deeper waters around here. Might be lucky enough to spot a pod of bottlenose dolphins or killer whales. They've been known to swim alongside boats. As for the larger whales, I've heard humpbacks, sperm whales, and even the odd blue whale have been sighted in the area. Doesn't surprise me to hear that their numbers have dwindled, what with Ingfall's whaling endeavors. Hopefully their population will recover in time. Anything else? How about birds? You'll hear quite a variety of bird song from the island, so I suspect they're a little too small to spot from your boat. There should be a few larger species, gulls and ravens, loitering around the more active docks looking for morsels of food. The ruins in Devil's Spine host a few breeding pairs of seahawks. Bound to hear them calling to each other, though they're quite elusive. Tell me about reptiles. I'm glad you asked. Not many consider reptiles when they think of the ocean. Loggerhead turtles are a common sight in the temperate waters around the Marrows and Gale Cliffs, though they can be hard to spot in the water. When it comes to larger reptiles, they don't get any bigger than saltwater crocodiles. The mangroves and Twisted Strand are the perfect environment for them. Great, I'm gonna have to run from crocs in this game. What? Anyway, let's go ahead and do a little bit of rest. So now I have a camera. Take a moment to compose yourself. So we basically just unlocked photo mode. I know that some people get really excited about photo mode. I've never been one to really use it. I think the only time I've ever actually used it was in Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, purely because I wanted to take pictures to show a friend the game. That was kind of it. I'm not one who really... It just has no appeal to me, necessarily. Now, I'll do it for a quest, and I'll do a good job, but doing it for just funsies, I rarely do anything like that, so... Okay, so I actually don't give her the camera. We got a splintered crab. Actually have just enough room for these. I don't have room to grab the crab cage, so we will have to come back for it. Let's go ahead and throw a couple things into... Let's see, the splintered crab. Amber glue holds shattered fragments, a deep dweller cracked from the pressure. I got a surprise for you, a gift from my most loyal customer. Here, I want you to have this. Art of the Silver Tongue added to the cabbage. Takes a book from the nearby shelf, and hands it to you. Flicking through it, you see pages turned in and handwritten notes in the margins. Put that to storage, please, as well as that. The most successful captains know how to push their vessels to the limit. Is yours running at peak efficiency? Okay, so we have $1,000. What can we buy to give ourselves some boosts? Ooh, tungsten floodlight. 350. It goes a bit further. Well, we just got our new stuff, so let's not worry about that. Let's grab this refined metal, though. This is needed for the upgrade for what we need to do. So I will happily grab this. And then we will switch back over. And we could probably upgrade a boat motor. What do I have here? I have a peculiar engine. The improved outboard engine would actually make me go a little faster. Still. I can't put in a second refined outboard motor engine, probably, most likely. Okay, let's go to the floating dock. That in there. And then stick this puppy in there. Okay, so we need 4 bits of wood and a thing of cloth. Hey, I'll keep an eye on those. And then we can have a bigger hull, which is great. Which could be a little which could be handy. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go... we need to blow up a couple things. Let's pick you up. There's an explosive there that we need to place. So I know of 2 places that need explosives. Actually, look at our map. 1, 2, 3... Let's get 3 explosives. I have come for more packed explosive. Yes. Boom. Oh! Well, I feel stupid now. I didn't have to buy the refined metal after all. I feel dumb. Oh, well. Okay, that's another explosive. Let's do it anyway. Ow. Didn't mean to do that. Pete's sakes, you stinker. Womp. Boop, boop. $58 back. Go to the floating dock. You'll need to put a few more engines on that thing if you want to be as fast as mine. Ha! I want to take this crab pot and throw it into the big area there. So. Boom, 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 boom. Now. And kaboom. But an opal ring this time. Hi, big guy. He's actually not slow. He's actually fairly fast. Because he's caught up to me. Oh, gosh. Well, I wonder how you get past him. Because he's nasty. He's eating me out of my funds, which annoys me. Well, let me look at what pursuits I have. Unfortunately, I don't know where I could go get the conger eel. Because anytime I'm going to be back there, it's going to be where that big serpent guy is. And I don't want to mess with him, honestly. Let's go on and head on back to Greater Morrow, where I can also have the... Oh, killer whales! Freaking amazing. Well, that's cool. I like that. That's right. Oh my gosh, this is a bigger than I remember it being. Holy cow. Kind of the only place I can put that thing. It's a 3x6x2. Jeez. Yeah, I can only pick up one of them at a time. We were wanting to get over here. How fast do we go now? I didn't upgrade my engine, did I? Still have the peculiar engine. That's fine. More refined metal. Which is not a bad thing, necessarily. Oh, don't hit the rocks. Jeez. Refined metal can just be wait for the next upgrade. Whatever that is. We'll get a thing of cloth. Okay. Get into town, it's dark already. Don't have a whole lot of room, unfortunately. Hope the seagulls didn't get your catch. Those blasted pests. Okay, so we just need 4 things of wood and we're good, more or less. Storage, please. Excuse me. I think it's time for us to head on over to Stellar Basin and see what we can find there. And the way that we're going, so we're going to pass this island, between this island and this island. We'll head right for Stellar Bay and find town whatever's there. So I'm going to head this direction. Southwest. Looks like it's far more tropical out this way. Looks like we're gonna get something that'll catch abyssal. We're running into far more of that. If I had to guess, abyssal is not meant like demonic in the way that you normally think. Abyssal is probably the deepest water. We got a red snapper. Grab a couple of them. A pair of broken spectacles. Nothing amazing by that. Laboratory and generator. Laboratories in ruins with equipment and research papers strewn about the place. Where do you want to look? Look around on the floor. Look around on the floor. There are cracks in the base of the structure that grow in large gashes as you follow them along to the walls. Something extremely large and powerful created these holes. Slowly reach your arm into one. Pluck an item from a gouge in the floor. You want to look. Inspect the equipment on the table. There are some strange-looking prototype parts on the table, but you can't see any use for them right now. On the other side of the table, you find a hastily scrawled note. It says, "Not safe. Expect retaliation imminently. Evacuating to fort." The cupboards. You click the cupboards. Ah, I found another research part. Sweet. Empty the cupboards. Go ahead and leave. Go to the generator. An old generator sputters and ticks over. Not a whole lot you can do here, apparently. Let's go ahead and wait. Oh, look how colorful it is over here. Ooh, octopus of some sort. We found a glowing octopus. Oh, that's terrifying. That looks like a giant... Those look like tentacles. It is. I think it is. I think that's a kraken or something. Oh, gosh. We found a coral grouper. Unfortunately, I have no room. So, we will need to toss you back. Is that the merchant? My guess is it probably is. Oh, what do you know? My storage. Go ahead and throw the glasses in over here. I want to try and get a faster engine, so we can just go even faster. And this one is a twin jet drive engine. A further improvement on the basic jet drive engine, this unit has 2 intakes for additional power. Tempered mesh net, silt filter trawl net, shallow and silty water. I have not written in a few days. I have been afflicted with some strange chill which conspires to fog my brain. I cannot seem to keep warm no matter what I do. Ink has run from some lines here, and they are illegible. Most of what they hauled up was junk. They eventually came up across a large wooden casket. Hush came over the crew as such a tantalizing discovery. I remember the next moments with excruciating clarity. They pried it open easily. The buckling boards cracked and groaned with relief as they splintered apart. Crimson cloth spilled out onto the deck. Crashing waves roared to fill my ears. I hear them still. He stared down at the open casket, then turned to me. In his eyes, I saw the void. Page has torn from here. encyclopedia. We have the group coral, and then we have the red snapper, a very popular eating fish, often found hanging around the rocky coastal waters and reefs. Commonly found hovering above offshore reefs, this large fish ambushes small fish that dare to leave the protection of the coral. The glowing octopus. This remarkable octopus emits light from its suckers in a swirling, twinkling pattern. And it takes 4 blocks. Okay, so something that we eventually have to work our way up to. Okay, let's look at our pursuits. Find the ring in Stellar Bay. Well, not sure how I'm going to do that. And there is our Barracuda. It is a 1x4. Let's see what else we can catch. I think this is our... Yep. Okay, got $100 from that. Not bad. Okay, we need to do a little map change here. Barracuda. This ferocious fish is capable of great bursts of speed and hunts by biting its prey clean in half. Let's go to our map. We need to change a couple things. So, we need to do our merchant here. We need to remove that one there. We need to remove that one there. I did that. We have a trader. We have that. Let's go ahead and do, yeah, for other locations that we can kind of go visit, we'll do this instead. Okay, we don't know about this one here. There's a generator here and all that jazz. We don't know about this place yet. Okay, we'll go ahead and we'll do this for kind of like the other locations more or less. That's our playing area, basically, the open ocean, I would guess. So. Oh boy. Okay. Got wood. Waves lap at a pile of flotsam collecting on the beach. Nestled in the center is a wooden chest. Look inside. There's a treasure map. Heck yeah. Large scrap of paper. There's another message. We are engaged to be married. He sailed out to the very center of Stellar Basin to see the lights. We talked for hours, something we had not done in such a long time, waiting and hoping. Sometime past midnight, as we were growing delirious and hysterical from the lack of sleep, the aurora shimmered into the skies above. When I turned to see his reaction, he was already down on one knee. I cannot even remember what he said or what I said, but I know that I said yes. The ring is beautiful with a span of jewels going right the way around. I cannot take my eyes off it. P.S. I was not sure whether to write this under yesterday's date or today's, given that it occurred at the conjunction of days, but I feel that the news is significant enough to warrant spanning multiple entries. Researcher. Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting visitors. Who are you? I'm a fisherman. Yes, I thought you had the luck, but a fisherman all the way out here? Strange. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, all the same. I've not seen another soul in months. In fact, I could do with your help if you had the time. What do you need help with? I need help collecting samples to study. I was originally posted at the research outpost on the interior of the basin, but it was attacked. A large creature emerged from the depths and destroyed the outpost. Now it rests in the center of the basin. I fled here and have been making do as best I can, but I had to leave most of my equipment behind, so now my research has come to a halt. Take a look at this list of specimens I need. Please drop them off here. You might need to experiment with different fishing strategies to collect all of them. So, it looks like we need to have an aurora jellyfish, a glowing octopus, which I've caught, and a firefly squid. All at night, I would assume. Tell me about yourself. Okay, I don't think there's much to say. I studied biological sciences at Iron Haven College. It was a struggle. There are no other female students in the department that year, or the year before, or the year before that. It's hard not to feel like an outsider in an environment that's like that, you know? You probably don't. When I graduated, I managed to land a job at the Northern Biological Research Society, and then, well, I was posted here, by myself. I thought I would relish the peace and quiet, but I miss having company. I always had someone, or at least a pet. Out here, it's just machines. Is there anything else? What sort of creature attacked you? Well, I got the sense I was attacking the research outpost itself, rather than me specifically. The suspect was disturbed by some of my monitoring equipment. There are dozens of machines running there, all powered by a noisy generator. It was huge, larger than any other marine species I've studied. It attacked with tentacles, so I'd guessed some sort of octopus or squid. Or an anemone. One of my research vessels was moored around the back of the station, so I managed to slip away in that while it was tearing apart the front. There's a lot of valuable data and equipment left there, but I'm not going back. I can't. I won't face it again. Have you noticed anything else unusual since you arrived? Now that you mention it, I've been so preoccupied with the attack and having to rebuild here, I'd almost forgotten. I found these letters from my sister. She sent them to me while I was studying before she... The researcher is quiet for a moment, stares off to the side. Anyway, I keep finding them amongst my papers. I don't remember packing them, but I must have. I started finding them more frequently. They turned up in my collection nets, in my sampling tubes. There were letters I'd never seen before, but they were in her writing. They were in her name. They were saying things, talking about things that happened after she died. I can't explain it. Okay. Now, in terms of storage, so there's a piece of map here. I can only assume this is a map. So I'm going to have to figure out where that is and try and locate that, or there's more pieces to find. So let's take this wood, stuff it away, so we can use it when we get back to civilization, more or less. Well, that explains the giant creature in the center. That looks like guns. Like a coastal cannon or something like that. Huh. Oh, Hammerhead. Oh, big puppy. Oh, boy, I can't even fit him. I don't think I can. Heck, nabbit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put you back, buddy. Sorry. Hammerhead shark. Cool. Large shark species with an iconic silhouette. These animals have incredibly good eyesight for hunting. Hadal. 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 Jeez. Heart of the Silver Tongue. Let me guess. It is something to do with merchant stuff. 10% increased sell prices and 10% reduced buy prices. Sweet. So things will sell for more, and they'll also sell. Things will sell for less, and will get sold for more. That's awesome. Sheesh. Like, I didn't already have a giant serpent to deal with back in Ingfell, back at the lake place. Now we have a giant octopus something out in the middle of this research facility. Research point. Jeez. Okay. But it's starting to get dark. So, time for things to kind of show up. It's time for me to do an upgrade. $500, but I get more space. Yeah, why not? Tier 2 hull upgrade. Additional slots configured. Oh, and the ship actually has been retrofitted. Oh, cool. Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. That's awesome. No, I'm very pleased about that. That's great. Okay, so that's volcanic, mangrove, coastal. So now I have 6 slots. Okay, well, let's see if we can catch ourselves some... Let's see, so we needed an octopus, we needed a jellyfish, and we needed something else. Oh yeah, we needed the squid. Firefly squid. I'd guess jellyfish over there. Let's go see if we can get some jellyfish. Yep, and we can see that the relic is down there. Oh! Okay, so that's another hazard. Don't run into those. Okay, now, last one was jellyfish. I wonder where I could find jellyfish. It's so pretty at night, though. It is really lovely. Everything's kind of glowing and stuff. She said I have to potentially experiment. Maybe I have to get a net and trawl for the jellyfish. Oh, hello again. What do you need? The Aurora jellyfish. Catch style. It needs a net. So I need to actually get a net of some sort. Okay, so we got the firefly squid. This tiny sparkling squid spends most of its time in the deep ocean, rising to the surface as it nears the end of its life. That's a little sad. Still. That's right, this is our big old shark. Ah, got a radiant squid. And we got a trophy caught of the deep water. What the heck is that? That is a stingray or something. Okay, that was horrifying. What the flip? I'm still paranoid because I was out all night, more or less, so. So, being out at night, not good. Are you all right? You're looking a little jittery. You're free to rest here anytime. Radiant squid, a beacon from the depths below, a glimpse of a new sky. Sounds awfully nice. Okay. Your shipyard. We actually need to get a net. Okay, we need 270. I want to get the improved trawl net, honestly. Because that would be better than nothing. So let's go ahead and do a rest. That's going to cover the whole day. Okay, so we can still be here at night, but we can catch some stuff. That looks like another note. Let's go get it. Oh my goodness, look at this giant thing. Anchor flag. Yes, please. This giant ship out here. Big old steamship of some sort. Bracton 2. Woo! Makes me feel really inadequate, honestly. Okay, but that is another place where I need to explode. Is that... Pile of loose debris. It could be cleared but to make a shortcut. I don't have any pack explosives. Maybe the wing, or maybe the whaler in. So it looks to me that's more refined metal. You know, this game is making me think of Wind Waker. Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Ah! It's a golem or a crap! Ah! Okay. I need to make another map. Mark on the map. Bad. Where was I when I found the one up over here that was nasty? It's over here somewhere, I think. It's like here, I think. Sheesh. $188. That'll do. Trawl net. Fastly catches fish over time. Send that off to storage. So we can't do oceanic fishing now. But we can do... Ah, okay. So you get a whole nother section, which is called the net. Interesting. Jiminy Christmas! So it looks like if I take any big trips or anything, I like need to have the trawl net out if I'm going to be fishing, specifically oceanic fishing. I need to have that the thing out. I'm assuming that at some point I'm going to be big. It's going to be big enough. It's chasing me. What the heck? At some point, my boat will be big enough that I can have all the stuff available. But it looks like the trawler net will also keep all the fish that I've caught, so it just stays in the net. So maybe I need to keep the trawler net going, so I'm catching fish. So we've met 2 nasty fishes, plus whatever's in the middle of the bay. So my goodness. Oh, we do need to talk to the gal because I need to buy a explosive. I do wonder if it makes me go slower. Doesn't give any indication that you do go slower with that, so. Let's get to the other side of this island and use the explosives to go in and get whatever is in the drift there. Kaboom! There we go. Yeah, I'm still up, awake, I'm paranoid, so. Okay. So. I need to rest. So let's go ahead and do a rest. And we'll go a couple more days in game. And then we'll before we finish up for the night. So. I think Curly gets agitated when I get closer. On a doubloon. Oh, found another one of these things. A slab of rock cuts above the waves. There are 4 large, powerful fish shapes carved into its face and 4 great fissures running through the rock's base. So I need to figure out what the fish are. If I had to guess, it looks like sturgeons, maybe? But I couldn't tell you. The first one, when I found those, the cod was pretty obvious. It was the only 3 L-shaped fish that I'd found. Period. But there's clearly more. But I've clearly found more of those. So. Oh, hello. Approach a hooded figure. Dirty gold robes obscure the features, except for a pair of withered and black hands. Fisherman, deep calls, respond. Their voice gurgles with the sound of fluid in their lungs. An answer. Without a scroll, it's happened in the shape of Picton. It looks like a red snapper. I just happen to have a red snapper. They rip through the throat of the fish and tear out its heart. It's in their mouth before you have time to process what you just saw. Another sacrifice. One looks like a fang tooth, which I have not found yet. So I eventually need to get to that. Catch a fang tooth. Okay. I also need to mark this one on the map. Let me go see. In terms of the marker, probably do one here, and the other guy was over here. Okay. So, if I had to guess, there's probably 4 of those particular characters as well. We found the one in, he's kind of in blue robes. That was in gold robes. There's probably one in red robes, and if I had to guess, probably green robes. I kind of hope that eventually there's be some way how to like fight against the. Hey, I got the Aurora Jellyfish. Sweet. I caught the Aurora Jellyfish, and it'll actually tell you when you catch a new fish. That's even better, because then I can tell. Illuminating the nether world with a dull glow, with a few predators, this species is spreading rapidly. Well, that's awesome. I hope that at some point they'll. I'll have some kind of way to fight off the big nasties. Because they're just continuously in the game and they're just a threat to me. I feel like that's going to ruin some of the fun of the game. Because at Cliffs, we have the giant serpent. Out here, we can't go into the middle of the bay without potentially getting eaten by an octopus. But there's also that freaky stingray that comes and chases me, who I'm probably going to see any moment now, because he's just that big of a jerk, just to show up out of the dark. I'm also not fast enough to really get away from them, which is the other problem. Oh, hang on a second. Doc, I need to grab you, and we need to go. Whoop. There we go. The researcher. Thank you. Looks like you've caught all the surface specimens I need. But, yes, I do also need some from deeper down. But that's going to be a problem. I don't have the equipment to catch anything deeper anyway. I developed a device to retrieve samples from the Abyssal Zone. This is over the other research post before the attack. I have an idea of how to keep the creature at bay long enough to collect these samples. But while I work on that, I need you to retrieve some prototype parts. Carefully. I suggest you go during the day. I wouldn't want to be out there on the reef at night. Okay, so I think that's the last thing that we'll do is go get the research parts. So let's rest until morning. And let's go to the research. And go ahead and drop down the trolling net. Find the prototype parts the researcher needs to assemble the sampling device. Stow the prototype parts on board. Got a blood snapper. Ah, it is one of the nasties from the red snappers. Blood leaks endlessly from under its scales, pooling beneath it no matter where it's placed. You know, I've played other games where there's lots of fish that you can catch in just like fishing in general, but it's always so hard to keep track of stuff. It's so nice that it actually like fills it up here, more or less. Just a matter of exploring, honestly. And pulling up. I have those prototype parts you asked for. Excellent. Let me assemble a device for you. This should allow you to catch specimens from much greater depths. It's a little slow, but you may be able to make some improvements. So, I actually have to take the sampling device, and I have to put it into another fishing spot. So, now I've developed a repulsion machine that produces a bright light and emissions a high-pitched noise. It should deter the creature from attacking, or enrage it, I'm not sure. Next to the research outpost generator, you'll have to return and re-engage it every few hours. Other than that, it's completely automated. Great. Now take a look at the list of specimens. Remember, you'll want to install and activate the machine before attempting to collect these. You might also need to improve the equipment I gave you to catch some of them. So we have a giant amphipod, we have an anglerfish, we have a snailfish, and we have a loose jaw. Abyssal, Hadal, Abyssal, and Hadal. Okay. Now, when looking at the sampling device, it can catch Abyssal. But I can't do anything else with it. So, but I think we're going to stop right there. So, oh my gosh, this was a pack-filled day. But honestly, the game's interesting. I kind of don't want to... I mean, okay, so this is kind of a weird feeling, but it's like I want to keep playing to understand more of the game and to get better at it and see where it goes. But part of me goes like, I'm kind of anxious to just go out at night during the fishing time, which are kind of pushing more towards you need to go out and fish at night, which I'm not necessarily a fan of. But anyway, we're going to wrap it up. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it if you're here, whether you're lurking, you're chatting, you're watching post-stream on YouTube, all that good stuff. If you're able to catch me during stream, please do. I really do appreciate it. It'll help me in the long run, being able to kind of get me a little bit more exposure and get more people to potentially notice and watch my stuff. We will be taking a break from this, so we will not be playing this tomorrow. We'll be playing Final Fantasy XI. We're getting back into it. I've been making some improvements and stuff. It's great. We will get back into Chains of Pamathia, and we will get into some more story, a far more story. If we have time in between certain missions, we'll go off and do some samurai stuff, because I need to do quests for that, to get the armor and all that jazz. So we'll be working our way on that whenever that becomes more viable. On Thursday, we'll get back into Dredge, and we will see if we can get the relic from there, as well as potentially upgrading things to getting the equipment better, as also seeing what else we can find in terms of, you know, fish, aberration or not. So, once again, I want to thank everybody for being here. I really so do appreciate it. Seeing people show up in my chat, whether they do anything or not, always makes me glad. You know, when I have a stream where literally nobody shows up, it gets boring a little bit. Just a little bit. Depends on how good the game is. But this one's been good so far. So yeah, we're going to go ahead, wrap it up for the night. I want to say thank you so much. Hope to see you again in my stream sooner rather than later, but either works. And I hope you guys have a good night, and I hope I will see you guys soon, and I hope your week goes well. See you tomorrow. Bye.